Welcome back to another episode of No Fear Press podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined by
co-host Anthony,
Annex Films at cip.jr. And we're joined today from a very special guest, right? Been all over the news, posted on SportsCenter, The Athletic, New York Times, TMZ, which is crazy. Every single outlet you can think of in the local media in Arizona.
In the world, basically.
In the world, all right, sure, in the world. Got Mr. 100, a.k.a. Adrian Stubbs. Some call him Ace. Some just call him Adrian, depending on who you are. Adrian, thanks for joining us, man.
Of course, man. I'm glad to be here.
But Ace, man, you did something that not a lot of basketball players in this country, like in the world, let alone like the state, can say. You shattered the scoring record for most points scored in a single game in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
You scored 100 points. Didn't even need the fourth quarter to do it. You did it in 3. Which is just like crazy. It sounds made up.
24 minutes.
24 minutes. 100 points, 24 minutes. That's pretty efficient. So you've been it's been a pretty, I'm sure, crazy couple past weeks. I guess just start by telling us about that. What's it been like? What's the past couple weeks just having all this attention and publicity on you and your team?
It's been a crazy past couple of weeks. I've been getting a lot of congratulations, a lot of praise, a lot of hate from other schools too, Just the other night, we went to a away game from Chavez. The whole crowd, just chanting my name.
I seen that. They was going
talking
crazy.
about tenders, this and that. That's what it's gonna come with, Doing something good. There's always gonna be haters on the other side. So I think these past couple of weeks just taught me how to be resilient. How to balance the hate with the good, and I think that's actually a really good thing.
No, dude, I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Right, because you're never going to do anything worthwhile without there being some hate or, some opposition on the other side, right? Kind of trying to downplay it. But I guess going into that game, right, we'll start and kind of build up to the game itself, right? Guys have a over 2-hour trip to Yuma to play Kofa, right? It's funny, we just talked to, Zay and X, who your guys, or I know X is a varsity manager, and Zaby, traveling with some games you too. And he was saying he wasn't even expecting to go, right? But coach was like, yo, you want to pull up to the game, Ace might go and try and break a record tonight. So did you go into the night thinking, oh, this is a game where I could, actually break some of my scoring records, or what was your mindset going into the game in the first place?
Nah, I think my mindset going into the game is we're just gonna go out there and win whatever we had to do. Whether it was to get the second unit or third unit in, but definitely stereotypes of how the game would go, breaking records, game highlights, dunks, this and that. I didn't really think 100% that it was gonna happen until I had the first 10 points in a minute and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was just just hooping, just flowing, and then my teammate just kept feeding me the ball, and I was like, yeah, this the night where I break the record.
Now 10 points in a minute and a half. I'm no mathematician, but that's a few points a second, at least, just kind of thinking about that. So that's a crazy clip. So you even said it yourself. So you were scoring crazy, had 30 points in the first quarter, had 70 at halftime. It's funny, we were talking to X and Zay, and X was like, yeah, he's probably got at least 50, right? and Zay's like, yeah, he's got a lot of points. He's like, but I didn't think he had all the points. So for you, from your own standpoint, what does that look like going into the locker room at halftime? What are guys talking about? What is coach saying? Bro, you got 70 at halftime. You got all the points. You literally have all the points. So, what does that even look like going into halftime, going into the locker room with?
So going into halftime is I would say there was no halftime because I didn't go in the locker room. I stayed on the court and I was shooting free throws and shooting threes and stuff like that. Stay hot. Yeah, I wasn't trying to get cold because
wow.
First quarter, second quarter, 70 points and a half is that's not easy at all. Even if you're trying to go for the record.
5 more points and you tie the record. You tie the record for most points in Arizona.
So just staying out there. My teammates just came out here. They're like, yeah, just keep giving them the ball so you can warm up. So I'm like, all right.
Yo.
Hey, I'm not even asking for it. It's just showing that how selfless my teammates are.
But after 70, were you I got to go for 100?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was like, I got 30 in the first half, 30 in the first quarter, 70 and a half. I do 30 again.
Yeah,
that's 100 points.
You were on pace for 130, 120?
Yeah, exactly. I was on pace for 125, 130. So I was like, oh, come on. I was like, I'd rather just not play the fourth and then just play the whole third and try to break every record that I could.
It's so funny because you guys are on the road, right? And so the girls were playing Kofa here at home. So I was there giving the girls, showing them some love, getting some film for them. And so I'm at home, editing whatever I got for the girls' footage. trying to give him a couple highlights. And I'm literally about to call it night, and this dude calls me, and he's like, "Yo, did you see what Ace did?" And I was like, "What you mean? What did Ace do?" He was like, "He scored 100." He was like, "He just dropped 100." I said, "Shut the hell up, Anthony." I said, "No, he didn't." I was like, "You're lying." He was like, "Look right now, like Ace scored 100." And I guess it was how did you find out? Was it the graphic that WSS dropped?
I think it was either that or might have been X.
Or somebody put it on their story.
Somebody put Ace holding 100, like the paper of 100, and I was like, I need to call CJ.
I'm so weak.
I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw that, I'm like, no way. Like this gotta be.
No, a lot of people text me like, "Oh, is that fake? This and that." Like, there's no way you had 100 points. I was like,
I thought it was a joke. Like maybe you guys like won by 100.
Yeah.
Even that's crazy. Then I was like, wait, this dude scored 100.
"Won by 100."
But it threw off my whole night. Like I was trying to, call it a night, be in bed by 10. And now I'm like online, I'm looking and I'm like doing research. And hey, shout out WSS Arizona, man. They do a good job of actually like getting the facts out there and getting it quick.
The graphics are fire.
The graphics are tough. So I was like, ain't no damn way. And I'm looking at Maryvale's story, I'm looking at Coach's story, and they're like, Ace got 70 at halftime, like Ace about to hit. I'm like, bro, what? So that threw my night off completely. And I was just like, bro, this is crazy. I'm like, the amount of like attention that's about to come down is gonna be crazy. And I was like, we'll see what happens. And then the next day, sure enough, like Overtime made a post about it. Sports Center made a post about it. Like all these news outlets. Like I saw did you get interviewed by like Fox or NBC that night? Who interviewed you that same night?
I think it was Fox. I want to say it was Fox 9. I think Fox 9 or Fox 10 for sure.
So yeah, people just coming out the woodworks. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. It was like because we went to go eat after the game.
Yeah.
So we went to go to Slim Chickens to go eat after the game because that's like our go-to spot on the road.
Yeah.
Because in New Mexico we went to Slim Chickens like three times in a row. Because we went sophomore year, junior year, and then this year we all hit Slim Chickens like every year. But this year we went again after the Yuma game, and then they're calling us. They called my coach Smith, and they're like, "Yeah, we want to get him on the radio, not the radio show, but like the news channel." And I was like, "Dang, like this just happened like 2 hours ago, like barely even like 2 hours ago." So I'm like, "All right, let's go."
Bro, what was that like? We'll go back to the game here in a second, the actual game itself. But like, what did your DMs look like? Was your phone blowing up? Was it just like coach being like, "Yo, this person was like," how are people getting a hold of you?
Yeah.
What did that look like?
Nah, I was low key like after the game I was gonna crash out because my phone was on like 5%.
Yeah.
So I'm like on it, and like at first it's not really blown up because not much people know about it. Right. So then I get into the bus, my phone's dead. And then we go to Slim Chickens. I'm like, I have my teammate up, Chavez. I'm like, "Yo, Travis, you got a charger, bro?"
Yeah.
He gives me a charger, and I'm charging my phone in the Slim Chickens because I'm trying to see like, my phone's probably going crazy right now. So like, I'm all like just recording. I'm like, nah, like it's just charging in the Slim Chickens, and we're just eating, right? Yeah. So it hits like 35%. I grab my phone. I'm scrolling down like 5 minutes straight, and it's just straight notifications. And it's Instagram, it's messages. I use the Face ID, and I'm seeing all the messages just like, "Bro, is this real? Is this real?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Nah, it's fake. I was trolling." I was trolling them, but like a lot of Instagram DMs, probably like every single like coach from like every school is texting me, talking about like congratulations. Every like interest from coaches that I've got text me congratulations. There's a lot of D1s that text me congratulations too. That's dope. Yeah.
That's funny you say that because, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I literally texted him. I was like, I know your phone's just going crazy right now.
No, yeah, for sure, bro. Oh my God. No, because like it turned on and I'm like this, and it's like buzzing. It's just not buzzing. It just keeps on buzzing, and it's not stopping. And you can like, it's on the table and we're eating, and the table's just vibrating the whole time. They're like, "Yo, Ace, bro, pick up your phone." And I'm like, "That's not even my fault, bro." And then, like, I'm just getting nonstop calls, like, and I don't know who to answer because like my mom's calling me, my brother's calling me. I got friends from other schools calling me, and I'm like, "Dang, bro, like I'm gonna have to like."
Did you end up checking all of them, or are you still checking notifications to this day?
I'm still checking notifications today. Yeah.
That's insane.
How long has it been? Like
it's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe a little over 2 weeks.
Like, that's wild. So I guess going back to like the game itself, right? You said you kind of knew early on. Once you had 10 points in like the first minute and a half, you were like, okay, something special's happening.
Oh, no, for sure.
Had 70 at halftime, right? By that point, you're only 5 points away from tying the state record, which was 75 at the time. We talked to Coach earlier too. He said one of your goals was you wanted to break Nico Mannion's record for 6A, which was 57, and you blew all the records out the water. Right, by halftime, essentially, you were approaching it. We already talked about kind of like your mindset going into the game, your mindset at halftime. Like you didn't even go into the locker room; you just stayed out, just stay hot. Like, what was the away crowd like? Were they trying to like haggle you or mess with you? Like, what was the crowd? What was the scene like in the? Did they know what was going on?
Nah, they didn't know what was going on at all.
No idea.
I mean, maybe in the first quarter when they realized I literally had like all 30 points in the first quarter. They had like some kids there, like from the video, like from the pictures of me holding up 100s all over Max Preps and everything. Yeah. Those are not our fans. Like those are all UMass Catholic, like they're UMass fans. Right? Those are all UMass fans, right? So like they're all like just I don't know why they're just cheering me on. And I'm like, okay, like.
I'm really giving it. I'm giving it to your team right now.
I'm giving it to you. Like I'm literally giving 100 points to your team. Yeah. There's no way you're cheering me on and not them. But the parents, on the other hand, they're all talking about like, do you ever pass the ball, this and that. Oh, wow. And I was like, bro, like I have like 80 points right now. Like I'm gonna break 100 and it's against your school. I'm not gonna pass the ball if they're gonna keep giving it to me to score the ball, right? So I'm like, and after the game, like a lot of people don't even know either. Like I average like 8 assists a game, which is like. I think number one. And
what, 6 steals a game?
Yeah,
too?
Exactly. I average 6 steals a game too. So.
That's insane. I was about to say, like, you're actually like one of the better. Like, you pass just as well as you score.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I've seen firsthand your passing ability, like no look, like, and you're flashy with it too. Like it's like you're not just getting like little bounce passes. You're doing like no looks behind the backs. Like you're pretty flat. Your game's flashy, and I like that. I admire that about your game. But yeah, man, like you said, you average 8 assists. Like you dang near average a triple double with steals, which is actually crazy. So, and you've put up points in a bunch before, right? Like had 56 last year against Liberty. I know you had 48 this year against
Mountain Ridge, yeah.
Which was your season high up until, dropping 100. So, I mean, I feel like this goes without saying, but that's the most amount of points you scored in a game, right? Like that's your career high.
Yeah, people ask me like, yo, what's the most scores you ever put in a game? I was like, probably like 50. And then that Liberty game happened. I was like, oh yeah, 56. Yeah. Because it's like a thing that just happens. Like everybody's gonna ask you. Everybody knows. Mm-hmm. Like, oh my God, last year that kid had 56 against like an undefeated team. Yeah. So like, yeah, it's 56 points. Oh yeah, for sure. That helped us get to the playoffs last year. So.
What are some? I mean, I don't know how you top 100, right? What are your other like maybe short-term goals for this season? It's your senior year, right? Last year playing high school ball. What are some like either short-term personal goals or like team goals for you kind of for the rest of the season, even going forward, maybe hopefully into the postseason even?
Yeah, I definitely don't have no more individual goals.
That's all of them? You got them all?
I mean, it's not that I got them all, but it's not that I want them. I want my team to succeed more than me at this point. So I definitely want to win a region with my guys. Want to go to playoffs. Want to go deep in the playoffs though, like second, third round. Maybe in the championship, but all that's got to happen if we want it. So, just to lead them on, have some of my guys, get high scoring point games, break records just like I do. So I think that, it's not really me that want to break or set individual standards for myself, but have my other teammates just have individual goals too.
Like you guys are having a pretty good season. It's a pretty special season. It's like you guys are in 6A, tough conference. There's plenty of good teams in the 6A division, right? Especially if you go kind of deep in the playoffs. But who are some teams either in your own division or in the conference that you're looking to really play well against, or who do you think can kind of get in your way in terms of having some long-term deep playoff success?
That's hard. So Liberty fell to West Point.
Wow.
On a game winner. So I think they got knocked out of the Open.
Really?
I'm not too sure, but if they are in the Open, I want to see them again. I want to see Liberty again because we didn't play a good game at all against them. I want to see Hamilton. Honestly, I'd like to see every single team in 6A, but I think the teams that Sunny Slow, Millennium, those teams they're gonna make it very far and open, so they really won't drop back to the 6A competition. So schools like that, maybe O'Connor make it far too. I want to see them again too, since we lost them earlier in the season.
He ain't ducking.
Oh, no, for sure. Nah, definitely not. But maybe Castile. I heard Castile's a good team. Basha just fell to Chandler last night. So I want to see Chandler. That's probably one of the teams I want to see the most is Chandler.
I think a Basha Maryvale game would feed families.
No, for sure, yeah. That's the 2 best point guards in the state. Me and Mace. That's my guy, Mace. But when it's on the court, it's going to be, like you said, it's going to feed families.
Dogfight.
No, for sure, yeah.
That's funny. So we got to talk about, a lot of success this year. It's been great. But, last night, y'all went out to Chavez, and they came here, and y'all beat them pretty well. On the road, y'all fell to them. They won pretty well against y'all. So what was different this time around against Chavez, being on the road? I don't know exactly the details. I kind of heard maybe you got into some foul trouble or like, yeah. So I guess take us through what kind of happened against the Chavez game and yeah, how did they flip the script this time?
Nah, yeah, they definitely gave us what we deserved because we deserved to be humble. So we came into that game thinking it was gonna be another 20 piece. So we laid low, we gambled a lot, and they came out the game hot. Probably the best game I ever seen Chavez play, shooting wise too. They shot amazing last night. But I didn't really get into foul trouble early, but in the first quarter I did get a tech because this kid he basically he fouled me and I fell to the ground and he kind of stood over me. So I stood up and then all of his teammates came over here and started pushing me. So I was
Wow.
yeah.
They were just I feel like they were not the team necessarily, but like the crowd, the
No, yeah,
energy.
for
They're
sure.
looking for a reason to
Chavez, no hate to them, but sometimes they can be a little toxic or a little hatred can be shown from them. But I mean that's kind of just sometimes how schools are, especially because we did it first. So you can't.
When you're one of the best point guards in the state, you get
exactly.
a lot of hate.
Yeah,
it means you're doing something right.
No, yeah, for sure. I don't necessarily blame things on the refs, but I got ejected that game because my second tech, Michael, one of my teammates, Michael, he got a pin, right? He got a pin off the backboard, and they called a foul, and I was like, bro, they called a foul. They were calling so much fouls, it was bad. The game was barely playable, but they called a foul, and I was like, he was reacting, he was crashing. I was like, yo, you're good, chill, it's just a bad call. The ref's right next to us, and he gave me another tech, and I was like, I'm talking to my teammate, he gave me a tech, threw me out the game.
They gave you a tech.
Yeah, they gave me a tech.
Wow.
And I was like, and he threw me out
Go
the
back
game.
and find some footage.
You know what?
For sure. I think I probably had 20-something points that game because they were just fouling me over and over. I shot probably 15 free throws in the first half.
Playing like Shea.
No, yeah, for sure. But they're all four of their players, I think four of their starters had 4 fouls in the third quarter, right? But that game was, it was a bad game for us. Good game by Chavez, so props to them. But if we see them again in the playoffs, I promise you that's not gonna happen again.
Well, no disrespect to Chavez, the record's not looking very.
No, their record's not the best, but they do play some tough teams, so they got power points for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they played Highland. Highland beat Basha. I forgot who else they played, but they played O'Connor too, I think. But I think they got 30.
Yeah, they definitely play the harder teams.
No, yeah, they play some good teams, but unfortunately, they're not as good as how they were last year. With Lex and Gabe, teams like that. But they're definitely Lex is my dog. They're good last year.
He was cold.
Yeah, he was nice. Their team was last year. The team was just it was well put together. They had all the pieces. They had a big man. They had the one. They had the two. They had the point guard. So that's how it works.
But it's your senior year, right? Last year, high school basketball. Plan on going to college?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
What's different this season now that it's your last season? You trying to do more than you did in the other seasons, or this is really where you're trying to make a statement this year?
No, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely trying to make more of a statement this year. Speaking on behalf of the community, people didn't really come to the games at all. The only games they came to, maybe senior night or home opener, or a rival game. Of course, everybody comes out to a rival game, but every single game we have, the stands is packed. Especially at away games too. Except for Kofa, I don't know.
Of all games.
I don't really think basketball's a big thing at Kofa. Yeah, out of all games. Yeah, but it's just a good sight to see. Us, not only me, but us as a team, just bringing a lot of joy within just sports. It doesn't necessarily have to be with education, but showing people that you can really actually change a community while doing something you love.
But no, Ann brings up a good point, and yeah, I definitely want to talk about your kind of your interest in college and what that looks like, and maybe more long-term goals. But before we get into that, you consider yourself one of the best point guards in the state.
Yeah, for sure.
Yourself, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How do you balance that? How do you balance confidence, knowing that you're one of those guys, you're one of the top point guards in the state, but also remain humble through it all and not let it get to your head? How do you balance that confidence and humility?
It's definitely not easy, because you get a lot of pressure on you. Being a top point guard in the state, being a top player in the state regardless, balancing confidence, I think I've been playing the game for so long. I know what I'm capable of. Coaches, it all started, to be honest, my 8th grade year with my older godbrother. His name is Juan Avila, Coach Juan. I think he's really the reason I actually sparked confidence and I actually am somewhere with basketball, because I think without him I wouldn't have that dog in me that I do now. So I think he's really the one who built my confidence. And then my mom is just, she's always a humble person. So I think she's the person that, taught me how to stay humble through it all, no matter what. Like, even if I'm winning or if I'm losing, it's just to stay humble. So I think that's how I balance it out, is just, to come back from my roots and just see like how I just originated, basically.
So now looking at, like, again, it's funny because I think one of the posts from overtime, right? Or maybe it wasn't overtime, but, they like to try to sensationalize the headline. So one of the headlines I saw was like, unranked guard drops 100 points. Are you still unranked? Like, have you gotten any more looks from other colleges? Or you said you had some D1 teams like kind of reach out to you and congratulate you. Like, could you share with us what D1 teams are currently looking at you, and has this attention, has it brought any other like looks your way when it comes to like college teams or anybody wants you to play at that next level?
Yeah, definitely some looks, still unranked, but to be honest, in my opinion, rankings don't mean nothing. It's just, maybe a couple stars or a number by your name. But Pepperdine, NAU, UOP, University of Pacific, and Southern Utah, they've all hit me up, interested. So I think after the season, maybe go on a couple of visits, or maybe it's a different plan, different road, maybe reclass. I don't know, but if anything were to happen like that, I think regardless, I would still go D1.
Does that bother you, the being unranked? Is that something you even like pay attention to or care about, or like does that add fuel to the fire? What does that mean to you?
No, I don't think it bothers me at all. I never really had the belief in myself that I would be ranked, which is not really a good thing to have, but being ranked isn't easy. Being a 5'10" point guard at Arizona, like, that's not easy. So like just having the thought of all these guys having numbers to their names. I mean, yeah, they're good, but I mean, rankings don't really mean nothing when you're winning games. So I think like, just winning more games isn't really going to help with my ranking. But I don't think like it phases me at all, because I mean, I like to win. I'm a team player. I'm not an individual player. I'm a leader on the court and off the court. So as long as I'm winning games, I don't think it's really phasing me.
And I know you are kind of like, Maryvale isn't like as big as like Millennium or like the Perrys, all that. There's obviously like the bigger like schools, and it's kind of harder to get like media attention. Like, I think like, let's say, just kind of putting a scenario down. If you played at Millennium, did exactly what you did, you most definitely be ranked because of how much media there is. But rather here, it's like, the media is barely starting up because of you. Like, you've been a really big impact in Maryvale. I have like, I want to say put on the map. I think I could say that.
Yeah.
But you've made a really big impact within this school to where now the media attention is coming in. You kind of, whoever comes to Maryvale now is, they're going to get, what they deserve. And because I 100% think you need to be ranked like at least like 5-star.
At least, he said. But no, it's funny. You bring, not funny, but I'm glad you brought up the kind of focus on Maryvale, because are you born and raised here?
Yeah, I was born in Mesa, but raised in Maryvale.
Raised in Maryvale.
Yeah.
So, it's cool, and might switch the mood or shift the mood here a little bit, but, at the beginning of the year, there was a tragedy at the school, right? And there was a whole bunch of negative publicity, right? Maryvale in the headlines for all the wrong reasons, And typically, like, Maryvale is known for, all the wrong reasons. Like, we were just talking about it with Coach Smith. It's like stabbing, shootings, kind of a rough neighborhood. And you kind of went out and said, like, whenever that happened at the beginning of the school year, that, like, didn't change the way that how you felt about the school, this community. Like, you weren't leaving, you weren't trying to leave. Why is Maryvale so important to you? Why is like having that, veil on your chest? What does that mean to you? And what does it mean to be a part of this community and to even bringing like positive publicity here for, a change?
Yeah, it means everything. Vail is it's basically my life. You see a lot of people run away after they don't really like something or they see something bad. But, my mom, my coach, they always taught me better to be a leader. So instead of running away from it, I faced the challenges that were going to come, the stereotypes after the incident, beginning of the school year. But, I came here sophomore year thinking, okay, like, yeah, I just want to play basketball here. It's going to be cool. Not thinking that I would change, the whole community, how it is. Like, it's amazing now. Like, everybody's coming out to our games, even away games. We have our student council coming to away games, even though they did that last year too. You know, huge shout out to them because they give us a lot of support. So, the Vale is just now. I'm glad that it's changed because we get stereotypical. You know, sometimes people saying that, oh, it's the hood, this and that. Don't get me wrong, Maryvale's the hood. It's the hood, but like.
Do you think people like paint it like worse than it really is?
No, yeah, oh for sure, because there's schools that are way more like, you know, ghetto than Maryvale.
Yeah.
Maryvale's a great school, like actually, like the educational system's amazing, the staff is amazing. Like I haven't met like a single staff here that's like actually rude. Like there's so much teachers that are nice. Like every single class I've had, all my teachers are nice. I don't know if that's just luck.
Right. So your experience has been good.
My experience has been amazing, honestly. This school has brought me a lot of joy. It's not only taught me like discipline, but it's also taught me like how to be a man, especially my coach. So being on the basketball side of it, I think helped me just grow as a person. You know, because there was some thoughts after, you know, the incident to, you know, transfer schools, you know, because I get appealed for hardship. But I was like, I really kind of like built this, like, I kind of built like this, not gonna say this community, but like the love for the sport in the community. So like.
You help grow people to actually love the sport.
Yeah,
and, like,
exactly,
come to
for
the
sure.
games.
Yeah, and there's teams like, we're getting donations now from like Lerner and Rowe.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
We're throwing, like, GCU asked me to throw the first pitch for their game.
Really?
Real.
And the Milwaukee Brewers for the spring.
What?
Nice.
You?
Yeah.
Dude.
That's crazy.
When is that happening?
Oh my gosh, I think, I want to say the Brewers is next week, and then the GCU game's on the 13th.
Spring training's next week?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know when.
I'm gonna go.
the
Yeah,
game is.
it's in a couple weeks.
Yeah, something like that. But the GCU one is February 13th, I think.
Hey,
Wow.
CJ, we gotta go to the first.
I gotta
No,
go
for
check
sure.
that out.
Yeah,
I gotta check that
I
out.
think they're gonna get us right with some tickets.
Is it right here? Right at the
Yeah.
Right here, right
wow,
around
the
the
park.
corner.
Like
Yeah.
right next to Borman.
Uh-huh.
Bro, that's my next question. So that's dope. Like what's have you had any ideas? I saw you put your email in your
Oh wait, I actually haven't checked my email
You're like,
since
bro,
I
you
did
gotta
that.
check that out. Like, have you got, bro, the NIL money is crazy like there. Have you gotten anybody reaching out to like you or any like sponsorships, anything like that yet?
Nah, I had Rafi Law Group come out, you know.
Freaking Rafi. Rafi? Wow.
Yeah, that's him. I haven't really checked my emails since, but I think Rafi's the only one as of right now.
What is he like? How did he partner up with you?
Nah, we still had to set up a meeting, so it's been a very busy past couple weeks for sure.
He probably got so much money laying around in his email.
Nah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't doubt it. Yeah, we just haven't set up a meeting yet. You know, the past 2 weeks been very busy. Not only me, but I'm sure the past few weeks been busy for him too, because of how else do you make all that money? But
That's funny. He said generational wealth is just waiting in your email. You haven't checked it yet.
oh yeah, probably. I haven't even checked my email. I'm too busy like just scrolling on TikTok.
Gosh, dang
Gotta be
it.
scoring in the Gmail game.
Nah, no, I'm selling, bro.
How have you been able to manage all the attention, I'm sure, like DMs, emails that you've been getting with, like you're a senior in high school. Like you still got to show up and go to classes and take tests. Like how have you been able to balance school life with what's been going on with all this attention you got around you?
I think my mental is built for that. I'm still just a kid. I'm only 17, so
You're only 17?
yeah, I'm only 17.
Bro.
So I think just, you know, my tough mental, it kind of just blurs everything out, you know. So like if I'm focused on school, I'm gonna be focused on school. Like, if I'm in school, I'm gonna be focused on school the whole time. So like if I'm in practice, I'm gonna be focused on practice the whole time. You know, there's some free time I have at night when I want to check my emails or like, you know, check the DMs. There's always gonna be DMs. There's gonna be DMs forever, to be honest. You know, it's a historic thing that I accomplished. But I think that I'm really good at kind of sorting these things out and focusing on one thing at a time. You know, not really much of a procrastinator, but I think that I can get stuff done and like, you know, and then just move on to the next.
Dude, what's it, few more questions. Probably wrap it up here soon.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been great. Great conversation, great insight
Yes, sir.
so far. And if you have anything you'd like to add, throw in.
I just want to say that I saw the highlights of the 100-point game.
Uh-huh.
Pure buckets.
Oh, for sure.
I didn't see a single cherry pick.
It's like no cherry picks. It was like just pure buckets.
Were people saying you were cherry picking?
Yeah, people saying I was cherry picking. He always probably cherry.
I was like, okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
But then like I saw the video, like, yo, he wasn't cherry picking.
No, for sure. Yeah, because we were in a press too. So like I'm just sitting there. I'm just like this because I had 3 fouls in the first quarter.
In the first
in the
quarter?
first quarter. I mean, I was trying to get steals. I was playing aggressive. So I'm just sitting there like, I'm playing defense and I'm not trying to foul. So like, for some reason, I don't know what they're doing. They're just dribbling into my teammates and my teammates just giving the ball and just giving it to me. I'm just gonna score. But I think most of the buckets actually came from like one-on-one or like one-on-two, like tough shots.
I got kind of a weird question. I literally had thought about this, like when you scored 100. You play 2K, right?
Yeah, for sure.
If you score 100 points, if you're my player now, like, are you gonna think about your 100-point game?
No, yeah, for sure. I haven't played 2K in like a good like 3 weeks. I haven't played video games in like 3 weeks.
Scored 100 completely forgot.
No, yeah, for sure. You know, I'm definitely next time I play against maybe Glory. You know, that's my dog.
Yeah.
My whole family. You know, you got Daniel, you got Andy, my mom's. You know, I play them in 2K all the time. So
You got to score 100.
definitely
now.
gonna go for 100. We go play now. We're going 12-minute quarters. I'm going for 100. Yeah.
You gonna score in the first 3?
Nah, for sure. Yeah.
Man, what does your family life look like? What does your life look like outside the court, right? You're not just a ball player. Like, I'm sure you're a pretty well-rounded young man. And I think I saw it was like a pretty big, like didn't you and your family just like adopt your little
on
brother?
Thursday.
Yeah.
We went to go on Thursday to go officially adopt my baby brother. So it's a great thing to see. And then like it's not even like trying to push away the basketball side of this, but like we go inside of the courtroom and the judge is like, yo, you're the kid that had 100 points on. I'm not even joking. I have pictures and everything. He was like, can I get a picture of you? And I was like,
The freaking judge?
The judge.
That's funny, dude.
I was crying.
He ain't never losing a court case now.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm like, I was like, yeah, that's hilarious, bro.
Where did you, like, this probably sounds weird, but like, where did your little brother come from? Or like, how did you guys end up even adopting him?
No, yeah, so it was my little cousin at first. So my uncle, he had a baby. And then unfortunately, you know, the mom passed away. And then he went to prison. I think I want to say for 8 years.
Gotcha.
So we've been taking care of him ever since he was born. We took him home, I think when he was around 3 weeks, maybe a month old. But we've been taking care of him ever since. So he's like attached to us now.
Yeah.
It's like he's been with us forever.
Yeah.
Like so, we just made it happen. My mom, she loves the kid. Like everybody just so deeply loves the kid. Like my whole family. I'm getting like texts from my guys. My friends love him, bro. Like he's the funniest thing ever. He's one of the cutest baby. Not as cute as me when I was a baby.
Wow. Man. Gotta make that straight. Gotta clear the record
Yeah,
there.
for sure. Yeah, got to. But But he's definitely he's a staple in our family now. They changed his name to my stepmom's last name, Telechea, and then my mom changed her last name to Telechea too. So probably as of right now, I'm like the only one in my family with Stubbs.
Wow.
Yeah, so because my siblings, they all have Lopez, right?
Wow.
So I'm like,
Where does Stubbs come from?
my mom's side.
Mom's side.
I mean, hey, the name's so iconic, you can't change it.
No, for sure, yeah. She was like, do you want to change it? And I was like, my name, Stubbs? No, thank you. No, for sure, yeah.
I'm Adrian.
No, yeah, I'm Adrian Stubbs. I'm not I'm not gonna change my last name. I just think that, everybody, they're like, bro, when I go in public, they're like, oh my gosh, that's Adrian Stubbs. And I'm like, I'm just used to it now, so I don't think I'd really want to change my name.
Adrian, last thing for you, man. Final thoughts, words, shout outs, dedications. You can look at that camera if you want. This could be advice to hoopers. This could be advice to, it doesn't have to be basketball related. It could just be like a big lesson that you learned in all of this, from the big 100-point game to now, any lessons you learned or any final shout outs and dedications you want to say. This is kind of your part. You can say whatever you got to say.
Yeah, I probably got a lot of shout outs.
Yeah.
But I would say that, all those kids out there that don't believe in yourself, just keep pushing, man. I was once in your shoes, at the end of the bench, not playing, maybe 2-3 minutes a game. You just gotta have that work ethic. You gotta push hard. Trust that God has a plan for you. God has a plan for everybody, but if you believe in God and you believe in yourself, then you're gonna succeed. So just keep pushing, keep believing, and just keep working hard. I think I have a lot of shout outs, but shout out to my mom. My mom's my favorite person ever, my best friend. Shout out to my stepmom, treating me like, I'm just one of her own. My sister, shout out to my sister, my dad, basically my whole family. Shout out to Coach Kenny, that's my dog, he developed me. Shout out to Coach Donnell, Coach Juan, thank you so much, you my dog, man, I love you. There's gotta be a lot more, shout out to Glory. You know, shout out to Glory. He's really got my name out there. He's trying to get me like a lot of gigs AAU wise, but he's been covering me media for like since I was like 8th grade, so for like 4 or 5 years now. But he's been my brother like outside of basketball forever, like as long as I could think of. Him and his like my little brother Andy. You know, thank you for all the media outletters. You know, Timeout, WSS, anybody that's ever posted me, like thank you for trying to get my name out there. You know, because I'm just a kid from Maryvale, so I'm just trying to succeed and do what I can do to get out of the hood. So.
Yeah, man. Get out the hood and then give back to the hood.
For sure, you already know.
Kid from Maryvale. Adrian Stubbs, Mr. 100, Mr. 10K over here, Annex
No,
Films.
no. Mr. 100, Mr. 100.
Mr. 100, yeah. He hit.
No, we're going to hit 10K soon,
Yeah, he hit 10K soon.
We both going to be
10K
Mr.
coming
10K.
soon, for real. Adrian, man, thanks for joining us.
Of course, thank you.
I think that's all we got for you, brother.
Appreciate
you. Congratulations,
Yes,
man,
sir.
on your game, and good luck to you and your team the rest of the season, bro.
Thank you.
All right, we're out. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Kid from Maryvale. I love that.
So humble.
Can we get your mic?
I want to score 100 like him one day.
One day.
Dude, I actually get DMs like that. It's crazy.
What? I want to score 100 like you.
I want to score 100. What do I do?
This dude's
What do
actually,
I do?
I get hella requests.
this dude is actually MP.
I want someone people like in the comments like, yo, this is
Bro, you're stupid. Huh? Oh, yeah. Which ones are yours? Oh, just one? Okay. Thanks, Ace.